G'day friends, Miloa here, and we are about to head over to Nar Shaddaa to go do the mission, the Frozen Demon. I am on my Gunslinger. So far I've really been enjoying the Smuggler storyline, so let's go!
Have to give credit where it's due, Captain. You've done an amazing job delivering this cargo. I always knew you would.
We've had quite a ride.
It's not over yet. No one has ever come as close to finding Nocdrayan's riches as we are now. How will you spend all that reward when you finally get it?
What will you do with your share?
Ask me again when I have it. Your last job is taking the men and the carbonite to these coordinates. It's a restricted area. Only us and the buyer will be there. That's right. I'll help you negotiate this deal personally, but don't worry. I'm sure you'll do most of the talking.
We're finally teaming up, huh? Interesting.
The terms of the deal are very specific. If I'm not there, you don't get paid. I'll run ahead and make sure everything's in place. Meet me there with our friend in the carbonite. Use this access card to enter the restricted area. I'll see you at the delivery point.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
This guy again.
This is a big moment, Captain. Bigger than you probably realized. I've waited 10 years for it.
What is this place?
A private medical facility. So private, it's only ever served one patient. Dr. Chayla, let's introduce the captain to the man in carbonite. Begin the procedure.
Estavo lab megminil uge. Oze gisazos homaleban. Zogalatotteni azertoje.
How long has it been?
10 years. I'm sorry it took so long, but I finally have everything you told me to find.
Come closer, Risha. Let me see you.
I'm different now.
Not that little girl constantly underfoot. Now you are my heir, my legacy.
Captain, meet my father, Nocdrayan. I believe I've mentioned him once or twice.
I never believed you were really dead, Nock.
Then my daughter wasn't doing her job properly.
Sorry I wasn't completely honest, Captain. I promised Father when he entered Dr. Chayla's hibernation treatment I'd never tell anyone the truth.
Why was Nock in carbonite for 10 years?
The Selkath's experimental carbon freezing allowed me to cheat death, at least for a little while. 10 years ago, one of my lieutenants deliberately infected me with a disease. It's deadly, incurable, and eating me alive.
What happened to your henchmen?
Dead, of course. I killed all my men. Just to be sure I avenged myself on every traitor. I've done everything to stop this disease, but it's never been enough. Soon, the illness will consume my vital organs.
Rumor is, Jedi can heal anything.
The Jedi proved uncooperative. I killed 3 trying to learn their secrets. But that is not our present concern.
I lied about my father, Captain, but not his lost fortune. That's real. And thanks to all those starship upgrades, it's yours. You have the only starship in the galaxy equipped to travel where the fortune was lost. No one else can reach it.
There is a region of space beyond the Outer Rim, called the Long Shadow. There are no stars, no light, no life. Just a derelict starship drifting into a massive black hole. My fortune waits for you there.
You're completely sure now?
The starship in question has belonged to my family for a very long time. I will give you the coordinates to the derelict vessel. You'll fly into the Long Shadow and board it. Retrieve the vessel's reliquary and bring it here. Risha will take a single item. The rest is yours.
Tell me about this single item Risha gets.
A simple piece of ornamentation. It has no value to you. My daughter will stay here. I have things to tell her, and my time grows short.
I'd wish you good luck, but I know you don't need it.
Enjoy your family reunion. I'm off to get rich.
The derelict vessel is at these coordinates. Go now.
The endless abyss.
functioning at peak efficiency, Master. All the better to serve you.
Locate Noctrian's relinquery.
Warning. Hull integrity failing. This vessel is entering the Singularity's event horizon.
Let's find our treasure and get out of here.
Vessel disintegration imminent. All crew advised to abandon ship. Warning. Hull integrity failing. This vessel is entering the Singularity's event horizon. Vessel disintegration imminent. All crew advised to abandon ship. Failing. This vessel is entering the Singularity's event horizon. Vessel disintegration imminent. All crew advised to abandon ship.
Biological entities identified. Beginning mandatory royal edict playback.
I, King Eric Draen III, find my throne under attack. Traitors aim to take what rightfully belongs to me. The wealth of Dubrillion will not fall into the hands of my enemies. Instead, I will remove it from their reach. My royal executioner droid will sabotage this vessel's hyperdrive and exterminate you, the crew, to ensure there is no rescue. You served me well in life. In death, you will serve me better. Goodbye, my subjects.
Royal Edict playback complete. Initiating execution protocols.
We're not the crew. We're, tourists.
Understood. Secondary objective. Protect treasury vessel from unauthorized access. Executing now.
Warning, hull integrity failing. This vessel is entering the Singularity's event horizon. Vessel disintegration imminent. All crew advised to abandon ship.
You don't have to tell me twice. Let's get out of here, Bodor.
Hey, Captain. Bet you're surprised to see me.
How the blazes did you get here?
I hitched a ride on the only ship that could make this trip. Yours. See, I've always believed if you can't beat 'em, join 'em. And then beat 'em. So, I stowed away back on Nar Shaddaa. All I had to do was wait for you to leave and then give that idiot Corso another smack in the back of the head.
What do you say we split the treasure?
Generous, but I'm not good at sharing. I want to be civil about this. Sure, you've made my life miserable, but I don't hold a grudge. Really.
You should have quit while you were behind, Skavik.
And miss all this fun? Not a chance. Bottom line, there's nothing you have that I can't steal.
You know, violence is usually my last resort. Usually.
Then you should stop holding back. Enough witty banter. Time for you to die.
Back to Narshada. Use the ship's intercom. Okay.
Captain, I've been meaning to ask. Did you happen to... when you fought Skavik, was Torchy there?
She's all yours, Corso. Use her in good health.
Oh, Torchy! It's good to have you back, girl. I'm not letting another man touch you ever again. Thank you, Captain.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
Zero esu karzo. Ani aglok tak a fas emelkedik.
I wasn't using it anyway. Besides, our captain has returned.
You made it. Open this thing before it's too late.
Give me the reliquary. I want to see these treasures before I die.
This box belonged to a King Arik Drayan. Relative of yours?
My grandfather. A usurper stole his throne, but he got the last laugh. Drayans always do. I'll enter the code my father taught me. And there. Such a simple act to fulfill a lifetime of effort.
Congratulations, Captain. Nock Drayan's lost fortune is yours.
With one exception. Take the crown, Risha. Claim your birthright. Restore the Drayan dynasty as rulers of Dubrillion. Wear the crown and rule that world.
Your whole crazy treasure hunt has been to get some kingdom back?
Our kingdom. And revenge on the usurpers who stole our throne.
Remember those assassins on Tatooine? They were sent by the current king of Dubrillion to end me.
Why didn't you tell me that back on Tatooine?
The less people who know the truth, the better. You saw what happened to my friend Adila, and she didn't know anything.
Don't concern yourself with the fates of others. You have more important things to worry about. If you're going to rule a world, Risha, you'll have to do questionable things. This is my final lesson to you. The Spacer has fulfilled her purpose. Dispose of her, and keep the reliquary's treasures for yourself.
Kill me, just like your grandfather killed the crew of that ship?
This wealth is designed for royalty, not usurpers or fortune hunters.
No, Father. I won't kill her. She's my friend.
You, useless child, spent too many years without my guidance. You're weak, powerless. Everything I've done, the blood I've spilled, for nothing. This is not how it's supposed to end.
Dispose of my father's body as he instructed, Dr. Chayla. You are released from my family service. I'm sorry you had to see that, Captain. My father was sick.
I appreciate you not trying to kill me.
After all you've done, that would have been highly ungrateful. You're a wealthy woman, Captain. That reliquary holds more than just family heirlooms. Merchants will be killing each other to buy what you're selling. Not sure what I'm supposed to do now. Everyone I've met from Dubrillion has tried to kill me. I don't have an army or a star fleet. I'm supposed to take over a whole planet with just a crown.
I'm sure we'll come up with a brilliant plan, Your Highness.
I have a feeling you're just in it for the money, but I can live with that. I'll make sure all the right people hear what you did today, Captain. It's the least I can do. Besides, famous starship captains attract profitable opportunities, and queens in training can never have too many credits. Let's hit the hyperlanes.
Port nowhere. Okay. Let's go back to the ship then.
Looks like we've got a call coming in, Captain. Let me put it through.
Captain! Such a pleasure to see your lovely face again.
Who are you? And don't start trying to tell me I owe you money.
Darmas Palarin, from Coruscant. I can't believe you've forgotten. I helped you find that wretched Skavik after he stole your ship.
Vidu's friend, Captain, and mine, remember? Without him, we'd still be searching Coruscant street by street.
I have a business proposition for you, but I'd rather discuss it face to face. Come to Port Nowhere, Captain. Floating cantina not far from you. I'll send the specs.
Seems like a safe location, Captain. But we need to be careful. The Imperials are getting more gutsy. There's nowhere in Republic space that's safe anymore.
I don't think the Empire is dangerous exactly makes headlines.
I'm serious. I caught a signature when we were on Nar Shaddaa that looked like the Void Wolf.
Someone I should know about?
The man's a monster. Grand Admiral Haradax Kirill, former slaver, scourge of the Outer Rim and all-round charmer. My father always kept a close eye on him. The Void Wolf's got delusions of taking over the underworld, handing it to the Empire wrapped and ribboned.
Then let's hit Port Nowhere fast and see if we can get out of his way.
I'm gonna take the opportunity to talk to the crew.
Is that what you owe me? I got no hold on you.
Thanks for letting me stay on with your crew, Captain. I plan to be a very generous queen to all my friends.
I can see we're gonna get along just fine, your high exaltedness.
Don't start with that. Risha will do fine. For now. Every captain needs a good first mate. Corso doesn't know what it takes to run a starship. But I do. Considering the light years you've been racking up, I suggest a hyperdrive overhaul and a sublight engine tune-up. Which do you want first?
The last thing we need is to get stranded in deep space. Keep my hyperdrive hyper.
Consider it done. I'll be indispensable before you know it. Bet you were surprised to see I can hold my own in a fight. I'm pretty good with a blaster. My father taught me to shoot when I was 4 years old.
Sounds like Nock didn't give you much of a childhood.
Are you kidding? His lieutenants were terrified of me. They let me do whatever I wanted. Father wanted me self-sufficient as early as possible. Said I'd need it to survive. He was right. I still remember the day he told me he was going to sleep for a while. Said I was on my own.
Nock was in that carbonite for a decade. Weren't you still counting birthdays on one hand?
I was 11. Made my first solo hyperspace jump and flew to Dantooine. Father had a hideout there. Talk about your one bantha planets. For a few years, Dantooine's population was doubled thanks to me and Father frozen in carbonite.
You talk a lot about Nock, but you've never mentioned your mother.
She died when I was young. I don't remember her. Looking back, I should have been miserable. But it was just a big adventure. Speaking of which, we're overdue for some more excitement. What do you say we get back to our latest caper?
Nothing worse than coming to the realization that your parents were right. Can't stop thinking about Rona. My folks always said she'd come to no good in the big city. And there she is, a stooge for some spice smugglers.
I think you got through to her. She won't be there forever.
I wish I believed that. It's not like I didn't see it coming. Dr. Hope. I just didn't want to think that was really who Rona had fallen in with. That's what I get for trying to see the best in folks.
I need you up and shooting, not sitting in your bunk brooding.
Oh, trust me, I've mastered the brooding shot. I don't plan to stop giving anyone the benefit of the doubt. If I trust the wrong guy, maybe I get hurt. But if I'm too scared to help someone who really needs it, who knows how many people will suffer?
That's a huge port.
Captain, I never thought I'd see you here. Thought you were too good for a small-time crooks in Port Nowhere. Once you got your hands on Nocdrayan's ship, woohoo! Can I buy you a drink? Get some pointers? I've been waiting for this for a long time.
Careful, you're drooling on the rug there, buddy.
Actually, I am not the only one who's been waiting.
So, I've been hearing your name for a while now. Almost as long as you've been hearing mine. Logan. They call me the Butcher. You lost a blaster shipment of mine some time back, and I don't remember ever getting an apology. How about it, Captain? You know how to say I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, but Skobik was the man to blame for that, and he's dead.
Plenty of blame to go around. I'm generous that way. No one steals from me and lives, girl. And don't try to change my mind. You're not my type. And you're not running away this time. My men have your hangar locked down tight.
Sounds like a fun fight.
All right. Open season. 100,000 credits to the man who brings me that pretty head.
Done deal, boss. Start moving the funds.
led me into a trap here, didn't he? Good thing he's behind in prison, otherwise I would have think he led me into a trap here.
Captain! Good thing you're prompt, or I'd be a dead man. The second we got off the link, Rogan's men turned up.
I hear you stopped them single-handedly. I wouldn't want your life, Captain, but it's rather a thrill to watch.
This is Senator Beverett O'Donnell. I work with her now. Rah-rah! Hail the Republic! Etc. etc.
What's a senator want with someone like you? I've been investigating how the Republic can make better use of independent-minded soldiers of freedom.
Which is why Rogan tried to shut us down. He's an Imperial lackey. This whole criminal empire answers directly to Imperial command.
There's an Imperial fleet waiting out there. Rogan's men were going to deliver us to the Imperials. This isn't that guy, is it? The slaver with the stupid name?
He's got contacts in every major gang. Rogan's one of his biggest assets.
The old butcher's not going to be around much longer.
Given your performance here today, I believe you.
And if you accept my offer, you won't have to take him on alone. The Republic is looking for men and women of action, patriots without the restriction of a trooper's uniform. How would you like a commission from the Galactic Senate, authorizing you as a privateer naval captain, tasked to target Imperial forces at will? Go where I want, kill bad guys, and be the hero? I'd be a fool to say no. Then by the power vested in me by the Galactic Senate, I hereby swear you in as a true servant of the Republic, privateer. It's a straightforward deal. We give you targets, cargo, the job we need done, and all the support we can covertly provide. In return, we look the other way about any laws you break, or private gains you make along the way. Sounds like a good deal. Our top target right now is Balmora, one of the most likely hotspots for open war to be declared. Is there anyone in the galaxy who still thinks we aren't at war? The longer we lie, the more people live.
I know we're waiting until they're on planet for the full briefing. But maybe, in a word?
Balmora used to supply half the Republic's military resources. Now it's occupied by the Imperials, and all that technology is going to the...
Empire! Empire!
Imperial fleet to cloaks, port side! No! Ah! Starboard side! They're all around us!
It's the Void Wolf! Ah!
Get your ship. Get back to Coruscant. You two, get out of here. I'll try to jump this old tub before they board us. Go!
Return to my ship. Okay, let's say I tell it out here, Bodor. you're fighting up ahead. Wow. Oh. Apparently I took a wrong turn. Dang it.
I think we made it through before the noose tightened. I'm glad you did the same. Of all my fantasies of you, shackled as an Imperial captive was never my favorite. I'll stay and make sure Port Nowhere doesn't land in any more of Rogan's or the Void Wolf's little parties. You can think of her as a safe harbor.
So how's this privateer thing work, anyway?
Well, you heard the Senator. Balmora's the target. When you get closer, one of us will give you the specs. With things changing so fast, there's no point in an early briefing. And don't think this is all about serving the Republic, either. There's a fortune to be made in this war. An enterprising individual could end up with a criminal empire to rival Rogan.
Details, man, details.
I'll give them as I get them. There's a power vacuum in the underworld where the big name's gone. Not Dre and the Hatchet Ivory. But I have a feeling you'll be up there one day. Just keep in mind, when you're on Balmora, the opportunities are there. You just have to take them.
Behind enemy lines. Okay. Oh. Bodor wants to say something.
I'm generally pro-freedom and pro-sun. I like suns.
I gotta ask you, Captain. Why are you doing this? Before Dodana, you've had no ties to the Republic. There's gotta be places you could make credits without taking Imperial fire. So why do we keep heading straight into the war zones?
More cash and more fun if you're under live fire.
I got the feeling it was maybe more than that. When I came home from the brigade with Torchy, my old man told me something that's always stuck with me. Minute you fire a weapon, someone's getting hurt. It's your responsibility to make sure the good you do with it outweighs that harm.
Your father sounds like a good man.
He was. Before Skavik took Torchy, I made sure she only fired against Separatists. Figured everyone I took down was one less family murdered. Sergeant Boom Boom, I like to use against the Empire. Buy a Republic world another day of peace. Makes pulling the trigger that much more meaningful, you know? Captain, I just got some real good news. Somebody attempted to access Vidu's old bank accounts from Tatooine.
Why are we excited? Was he trying to buy me a gift or something?
It means somebody's still alive. Vidu's crew was like a family to me. First one after mine were killed. I didn't think any of them survived Skavik and Serena. I don't know what they'd be doing on Tatooine.
Any idea who's back from the dead?
The only one with access to the accounts was our slicer. Twi'lek kid. Called himself Jettison. Good guy. Makes me wonder what got him so desperate he tried to take a loan from a dead man's accounts. It'd mean a lot if we could stop on Tatooine, so I can make sure the kid's okay.
Where'd the attempt come from? Anchorhead?
From what I can tell, the access attempt came from some village, way off the beaten path. No name or anything. Really makes me wonder what he's doing out there.
Okay, before we head to Balmoral, let's go to Tatooine and help Corso out. And a pickle.
Good to see you.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
That really is out there in the middle of nowhere. Okay. Sunset's Ridge. Jundland? These are all lower than me, so the acro radius has definitely changed. Southern Wastes. I've gotta hang a right. I think right up here. No, that's too soon. I could have probably come down there. It would have just been a shortcut. Oh well. First time here and all that. We're gonna be able to get past these guys, aren't I?
Better?
Taking so long. I wish I could split them up. Maybe I can. Let's back away a little bit. Ugh.
That ought to fix you.
Dang. That's the only way in there? Hmm. Okay.
See ya.
Where'd that other one go? It's easier to just fight one of them. Okay, so I am clearly not ready for this fight yet. Let's try and do that one later. Yeah, it's red to me. Well, it was worth a shot. Oh y'all, that concludes today's adventure. Tomorrow I will be heading to Balmora and picking things up from there. Hope y'all had a good evening and happy hunting!